Hey, this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, and in today's video, I'm going to answer a question that I have never been asked before until today. Hey, real dealers, this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, and I want to personally thank you for joining me today. And I want to also make sure you subscribe, like, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for my channel because we're updating content all the time. And I mean, I don't even sleep sometimes. That's how much content we're updating on this YouTube channel. Now, Jerome asked the question, Mad Scientist, if you only have $50 and 30 days to do a real estate deal, what would you do? Jerome, that's a great question. In fact, I don't think I've ever been asked that question before. So what would I do if I had $50 and 30 days to get a real estate deal? This is exactly what I would do. I would start off with the $50. I would use $49 of it to actually buy, or should I say, create a Ben Verified account. Now, Ben Verified is a skip tracing service that we use for skip tracing. For $49, you get 3/4 worth. So you're only spending actually $15 a month for Ben Verified. So that's the first thing I would do. And the reason why I like Ben Verified is because it will allow you to do one-off skip tracing. When you're just skip tracing, driving for dollar leads, and so on and so on and so on. Ben Verified is really all you need. Now, as far as the marketing side of that calendar, what you're going to do for those first 30 days. Marketing strategy number one, I would basically do a driving for dollar campaign. I would set up a driving for dollar campaign a couple hours a day, and I would go out and drive for dollars, which for those of you who don't know what driving for dollars is, it's looking for the worst house in the best neighborhoods. And you're going to basically reach out to those individuals. Now, you already have the Ben Verified account to do the skip tracing. So you're going to drive for dollars for those individuals, those properties, and skip trace them with Ben Verified. Now, the second marketing strategy I would do, I would execute a strategy such as eviction filings. In the state of Maryland, you're able to go to the local jurisdictions, courthouses, and pull the filings for eviction. And these are landlord filings. In this type of situation, you have a landlord that is in trouble because they now are evicting a tenant out of the property. Now, I would go after landlords that own properties for less than 5 years because those landlords are going to feel the pain even more. I would also deal with those situations in the actual eviction filings. The good part about that is that you will get the actual telephone number, address of the actual landlord, and you can market to that landlord. The third strategy I would do, pre-foreclosures. In Maryland, you could buy a pre-foreclosure list at the courthouse for $5 a week. So if you factor that in your budget, you're dealing with pre-foreclosures, you're dealing with an actual motivated seller who needs to get rid of that property. Now, of course, we have the law in Maryland called the Protection of Homeowner Foreclosure Act, but in other cities and states, you don't have that law. So I definitely would execute the 30, 60, 90-day late notices at the courthouse. The fourth strategy I would execute, now we're still under $50, guys, keep that in mind. I'm breaking down what I would do if I only had $50 a month. The fourth strategy I would do, I would execute going to meetups and handing out my business cards. Now, I think that that's a strategy that a lot of you guys are really not really networking to the full extent. I would have go to a meetup at least 2 times, maybe 3 times a week, and I would make it a mission to give out at least 25, 50 business cards at each meetup I go to. The purpose of that is to create joint venture partners, individuals who are out there wholesaling that you could joint venture with when you come across opportunities. And that's another way in which you can make money, by having joint venture relationships and going to these meetup groups to create individuals that you could partner with. Now, if I had to give you one more strategy, I think the cold calling strategy of calling individuals, I would definitely do cold calling for Craigslist posts and Zillow posts as well. This is a great opportunity to do structure type financing deals. We even do these strategies right now in our business. We find individuals that is in need of help on those different sites that have owned or tried to rent their property for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and now their ads are just sticking out there like a sore thumb. Call those individuals and try to do structured finance deals, like wholesaling deals for rent to own, deals like tenant placement, also deals like guaranteed rent. These are great opportunities when you have these different directory sites, cold calling those different directory postings on those sites and seeing if the person, because of the length of time they've had on those posts, been out there for 30, 60, 90 days, now you can try to target them to see if they're individuals who are interested in selling their property some type of creative way. So those would be strategies that I would execute if I only had $50 in 30 days. And trust me, if you do that verbatim, you will get deals. As an added bonus, for each of you who are watching this video, I'm going to give you a personal swipe file that shows you how I would break this down in the form of tasks and activities that I would do in a calendar. So you actually will get this as a marketing plan just by leaving a comment below, like it, share it, leave a comment below, and I will make sure you get my marketing plan for what I would do if I had a $50, 30 days to find a deal. This is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.